Ben 10 Race Against Time was a childhood classic because of the free smoke Ben gave Eon, and it literally kicks off the movie. Eon looked like a Power Ranger reject, standing around tossing out severe cases of Benjamin Button. Everything he blasted aged to dust. It was nutty. Ben pulls up on him immediately, and his pull-up game was on Huggy. I'm talking name brand pull-up, you hear me? Most fire pull-up I've ever witnessed. Get it? Because I'm not gonna apologize. I will say though, why do we gotta see middle-aged Heat Blast right here? He looks more like the Thing, or Lava Man, or a flaming turd. His hairline is doing his Vegeta right now. But all my hater energy subsides when he starts frying this man. He looks at him and lets him know, keeps him informed that he doesn't matter enough to be causing havoc this late in the night, and that he needs to get his act together. Telling Eon to read his lines off since Cuz ain't said a thing since he got here. I'm so serious. He was talking to Eon like he came off the short spaceship or something. Eon maintains his right to remain silent, so Ben throws a fireball. Ding, ding, ding! It's time for combat. Immediately puts him through a window. It sounded like Stone Cold entrance. Eon started losing, so he brings out some lackeys, and Ben's still cooking him with ease. Then he's like, you know how I like my villains, Eon? Well done! Then torches him to death. It was incredible. Gwen and Max pop out, and Gwen immediately start hating on Ben for making plays in their absence. But they was taking eons to get there, so that's y'all fault. Don't no star player want to stop the game so bench warmers can score a few points. F you. Then Max want to speak up talking about, you need to go to school tomorrow. Peasant, speak when spoken to. If I'm Ben, I would have said, how about instead of school, you go to karate class, you old bitch. Like, does he even fight this whole movie? Or is he just an elite chaperone? Now we cut to Ben biking to school and some random cop telling him to slow down when he's going -3 miles per hour. I just know this guy was foaming at the mouth to get that weak line of dialogue in. And if things couldn't get more corny for Ben, the moment he walks down on some shorties trying to spit some D1 Riz talking about heat blasts and whatnot, you know, things girls like. They look revolted by his mere existence and just walk off. If that's me, I've got two options. I'm either revealing my secret identity in hopes of hitting it big, or I'm turning into gray matter and free falling off the top shelf. To make it even worse, Gwen has to inform Ben that he's a cloutless nobody in his own hometown. And this right here is why I did not like her as a kid. Too much negative energy. Speaking of negative, JT and Cash try and bully him. And I want you to just take a look at these two. I'm not letting them bully me. Ben, if you don't turn into way big and elbow drop this, what he does instead is throw that wad of supposedly gum, because that's not like any gum I've ever seen, at his principal, which gets him in trouble with his parents. They instantly got on him, but it's in the most Caucasian way possible.
We're all equals in this house.
Man, what? No kid of mine will ever be seen as an equal. After getting on Ben, they start cooking Max. The oven had to have been on 450. Talking about he's old and smelly. Why do you even want to hang out with him? Also, he dresses like a fisherman. Ben's like, isn't that your dad? Shut up, Benjamin. We're talking. Meanwhile, Eon finally feels like speaking, like talking, so hopefully we get to see some hands being thrown again instead of Ben proving violence should always be the move when lower life forms try to belittle you. Ben enters himself in a talent show with Gwen because he understands, like I do, cloud chasing is the answer. The first 15 minutes of this movie, we've seen nothing but Ben getting bullied and saying, oh man. But shut up. I don't care if that's your catchphrase in the show. Never seen someone just manage to lose all aura so quickly.
It's payback time.
Finally! Ben chooses to use the Omnitrix for his own selfish desires. This is my goat for real! I'll know I've made it in life when I can finally have an Omnitrix of my own, like he is inspiring me right now. Good guys on top! Team Tennyson lore dumps, but the main takeaway is Ben's got his most iconic fit on, and it's Eon season, baby! He's after the hands of Armageddon. That name hard as a... Anyways, it's supposed to signify the end of humanity, and obviously they can't let Eon cleanse the world, so the team goes to find Eon's parole officer, but he already been sent to the upper room.
I'm not dead!
Okay, he's still alive actually? He just got turned into a nutsack. Never mind, he's dead. We pull up to a hardware store, and it houses the last of the plumbers, one of which is the principal who detained Ben. And he's like, my bad, I didn't want to blow my cover. Did he think they were going to be like, oh my goodness, he didn't put the kid in detention. He's got to be a plumber. He's got to be an extraterrestrial warrior. Like what? They get invaded, so now it's
smoke season.
And let me tell you something. The effects on the guns were beyond terrible. But man, they are putting in work versus Eon's cronies. That's when Eon pop out, ready to show and eradicate some dudes. You know he's gone when they do the Star Wars scream. Ben finally decides to get involved, but Eon gives him a warm embrace so Ben can't transform. He walks him outside. Ben frees himself, but now the Omnitrix doesn't work, so he does the race against No, I'm playing. Now, we've got a chase scene. Boy on bike versus a 30-year-old with a car fueled by magical powers. Obviously, Eon corners him. Lets Ben know he likes his Omnitrix and he wants it. Now he can do this the easy way or the hard. Boom! Cuz get blasted by another plumber and lowers the opacity on himself after that. Except he wasn't doing the race. He was plotting and scheming and plotting some more and plotting the scheme, all to get Ben alone since the plumbers were on high alert waiting for him. Ben turned into Diamond Head and he looks so cool. I'm not even gonna hold you. Not only that, he is putting the paws, putting the mittens on Eon. Like the pansy he is, Eon escapes once more, leaving Ben 2-0 in the series. Since Ben don't like unresolved conflict, him and Gwen go to a secluded area waiting on Eon to try something. So naturally, Eon tries something! He blows up Grandpa Max's house and kidnaps the team. The rest of the plumbers have also been locked up, so it's looking all bad. It starts to look even worse when Ben turns into... Is that Christian? I meant Eon Jr. Then proceeds to activate the hands of Armageddon, dooming us all. Fortunately, Grandpa's able to free himself and hits him with the Raiden ult, giving Ben a tame concussion. Nothing to worry about. I'm sure he'll be fine by the time he has to do the talent show. The plumbers have also freed themselves. Grandpa Max trying to shut down the Armageddon thingy, and Gwen's attempting to talk no jutsu Ben, but it's in like the worst way possible. She's like, I know you're trash, most of the time a total nuisance, but I kinda occasionally love you sometimes, maybe. Ben's self-esteem has already been crippled the whole movie, so for some reason this was good enough to bring him back to his senses and defeat the Eon inside of him. Then they have the quickest, I'm talking as fast as my first time, death scene for Grandpa Max, and it was the corniest thing ever. I'm sorry, dude standing there with 2 plugs in his hand telling Ben this is the end for him. Like, if you don't just drop them and go home, go to your nearest overpass for shelter? The plumbers just him off with ease. So I'm 90% sure Grandpa Max just wanted to end it all since he's got nowhere to stay. After remembering the talent show, the crew is about to head back to school, but Eon returns for the
final round fight.
Ben turns into Wild One and he starts to wild out. He straight up one-shots him. I'm talking murder Eon with no remorse. He used Gwen as like a prop to kill him. It was nutty. Then goes on to lose the talent show. Somehow, everyone sees Ben go from Wild Mutt back to boy and don't put their thinking caps on to say, wait a minute, that's the same person. This was how I discovered a whole town could be special needs. Watching this movie was an interesting experience. Like, I remember it being so tough as a kid, but seeing it this many years later, you can see that it was definitely a product of its time. It wasn't no real depth in terms of storyline or dialogue. The effects were and the acting was a bit questionable at times. Still though, it was a fun watch. I'm not gonna lie, my only thing is I wish Ben's parents were in the movie more. They were so effing funny. Genuinely might have been the best part of the entire film. If you enjoyed this video, I've got a whole playlist of Ben 10 stuff to watch, and if this video hits 250 likes, I'll make another Ben 10 movie video. F it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Jersey.